Madhava. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande, Jai Om Vishnupad Paramams Parirakara Stotra Sutta Srimad Divine Grace Abhay Charanavindesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahams Parirakara Stotra Sutta Srimad Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Gaur Premanande, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glories, Sri Guru and Gauranga, all glories, Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad.Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 71, Text 44 and 45. We will chant 44th verse. Tapriyatva khandavena vihinam phalguna samyutaha Mojitva mayam yena rajena divya sabhakrita tapritva khandavena vinam phalguna samyutaha mojatva mayam yena rajena divya sabhakrita tapritva khandavena Vahinam Phalguna Samyutaha Mochatvaiva Mayam Yena Rajena Divya Sabhakata. Please stand. Tapayatva Kandavena Vahinam Phalguna Samyutam Mochayetva Mayam Yena Rajena Divya Sabhakata. Tapayatva Kandavena Vainam Palhuna Samyuta Mochayatva Mayam Yena Rajena Divya Sabhakrita. Okay, we'll chant word to word meaning. Before that, I will chant for 45th verse also. Vasena karchitim manasa Rajena priyachakshresva Viharan ratham ayurha Falgunina Bhatvirvita. Okay, I'll chant word to word meaning. Tapayatvam satisfying. Khandavena with the Khandava forest. Vainam, the fire god. Phalguna by Arjuna. Samyuktaha accompanied. Mochayatva saving. Mayam, the demon Maya. Yena, by whom? Rajena, for the king Yudhishthira. Divya, celestial. Sabha, assembly hall. Krita, made. Vasa, he resided. Kanchachit, several. Manasan, months. Rajanaha, to the king. Priya, pleasure. Chakirsvaha, with a desire to give. Virham, sporting. Ratham, his chariot. Aryuha, riding. Falgunina, with Arjuna. Bahita, by guards. Virataha, surrounded. Translation and purport by disciples of His Divine Grace. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Desiring to please King Yudhishthira, the Lord resided at Indraprastha for several months. During his stay, he and Arjuna satisfied the fire god by offering him the Khandava forest, and they saved Mayadanava, who then built the King Yudhishthira Celestial Assembly Hall. The Lord also took the opportunity to go riding in his chariot in the company of Arjuna, surrounded by a retinue of soldiers. Purport. Srila Prabhupada writes in Krishna, it is during this time that Lord Krishna, with the help of Arjuna for the satisfaction of the fire god Agni, allowed Agni to devour the Khandava forest. During the forest fire, Krishna saved the demon Mayasura, who was built in the forest. Who was hiding in the forest. Upon being saved, Mayasura felt obliged to the Pandava and Lord Krishna, and he constructed a wonderful assembly house within the city of Hastinapura. In this way, Lord Krishna, in order to please King Yudhishthira, remained in the city of Hastinapura for several months. During his stay, he enjoyed strolling here and there. He used to drive on chariots along with Arjuna, and many warriors and soldiers used to follow them. Thus end the purports of humble servants of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, to the 10th canto, 71st chapter of the Srimad.Bhagavatam, entitled The Lord Travels to Indraprastha. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Gnananjanam Shalakaya Chakshurulmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyatya Desatarine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva Cha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhagavatam class this morning. So here we can understand, in order to please King Yudhishthira, Lord Krishna stayed in Hastinapura for several months. During his stay, he accompanied with Arjuna and went around and did some wonderful activities. One which is mentioned here, he satisfied the fire god, and fire god once, it was a story like this. Once fire god, he in incognito as a brahmana, covered disguised himself as a brahmana, and asked Krishna Arjuna that I am so hungry, my hunger cannot quench, or sometimes it says that it is indigestion. So they asked Krishna and Arjuna, then at that time Krishna could recognize, obviously Supreme Personality of Godhead, he could recognize who is this brahmana. He came in, who is this person? He came in the form of brahmana, and he could understand this is none other than fire god. So to satisfy fire god, Lord Krishna allowed him to devour the forest, Khandava forest. In that, there was demon Mayasura. He saved, Lord Krishna saved Mayasura. Then, oh, something is coming. So there it is. I'm not sure I understand. See. So there it is. Again, the king, what happened? The fire god was pleased, and when fire god was pleased, the fire god awarded a chariot to the Arjuna, which is very wonderful chariot, and it is one of the signs of victories. In the Bhagavad Gita, we study there are 9 signs of victory for Arjuna. One is Hanuman on the flag, and Krishna is on the chariot, and wherever Krishna, obviously goddess of fortune, Sita Devi is there, and their conch shells, transcendental conch shells, and another one is Bhima, and another one is, we see the chariot, which is given by fire god. So this fire god, he was pleased by this activity. He gave a chariot to Arjuna. So in that situation, fire god was very pleased, and at the same time, Mayasura demon was also pleased because he was saved. And thereupon he built a wonderful city, wonderful assembly hall within the city of Hastinapura. You know, that is very most wonderful assembly hall. And when something was built wonderful and most astonishment and most what do you call, most attractive assembly hall, naturally people wants to see what is so attractive, what is so special about it. And as we know, the story goes like this. So in King Yudhishthira, he already performing Indra, Ashwamedha Yaga, what is this fire sacrifice. In that fire sacrifice, he invited all the kings, all the ministers, various VIPs, people. In that, Krishna was having Agra Puja, first of the offerings to Lord Krishna. So that we know the story. Then Krishna was given first offering, and then that Shishupala objects him, and Shishupala will get delivered. So that's a story goes like this. That's a big story. So here the main point is that wherever Krishna stays, whatever he does, it is all auspiciousness. We see that it is not that Krishna is like a general person is going in a vacation doing nothing. Here Krishna was asked by Yudhishthir, King Yudhishthir, was staying 4 months, not several months, not 4 months. So he was staying there for several months. During his stay, he was going here and there with Arjuna, with a chariot. So this is what we should understand. Krishna's activities, Krishna's action, and Krishna's pastimes are wonderful. Sometimes he kills demons and sometimes he saves demons. So in this case, he saved the demon Mayasura. And it was not an fee, like during his stay, Yudhishthir Maharaj did not ask him to pay the fee or, pay for the, stay for the accommodation. No, but it is out of his, he wants to serve devotees. Krishna is always looking for the opportunity to serve devotees, and devotees are always looking the opportunity to serve Krishna. So there is a loving exchange between the Lord Krishna and his devotees. So here what we see that the Lord Krishna is stayed in that forest, stayed in the Indraprastha for several months, and during this city of Hastinapura, and he drew the chariots and using many soldiers. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives a commentary like this. Krishna resided there and he liberated Mayadanava from the fire so that he could build assembly hall. Those previous events related in 58th chapter, rescuing Maya and his building the assembly hall. And here repeated because the absorption of the topic. So it has been already described in the previous chapter, 58th chapter. So sometimes what happened, this is description given by, like this is a narration and given by Sukadeva Goswami. See, Sukadeva Goswami is giving narration and he is reciting Srimad.Bhagavatam to Maharaj Parikshit. In that absorption, he repeated this pastime again, but not elaborately, but he repeated this pastime. This is an ecstasy. Sometimes we see that devotees are repeating the pastime same again and again, but that we should not think that this person is repeating the pastime. Maybe he doesn't have anything to speak, or maybe he doesn't know anything. No, it is out of ecstasy. But in general, people may feel that it is repetition, but it is repetition. How much you hear and how much you absorb. So that is the point here. So we may not be. One may not be feeling ecstasy about hearing the pastime, but that is only remedy for get rid of disease of this, you know, birth, death, old age, and disease. So we have a disease that taking birth because of envious nature of Krishna. So by hearing the pastimes of Lord Krishna and again, and our heart becomes nourished, and we will become we will be absorbed in that pastime, and we will be rendering service to Krishna. It is very satisfying to one's own heart. We see in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, hearing the same pastime again and again. Like, for example, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to say in Siva Sangal and asked devotees, especially Sivas Thakur, Advaita Acharya, other devotees, to repeat the Dhruva Maharaj pastime again and again, Prahlad Maharaj pastime and again, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would able to nourish those pastime. And here we see Sukadeva Goswami also repeating the pastime because of absorption in the topic. So one here is a lesson, one should get absorption in the topic. Otherwise, we get absorption in the material topics, material things. If we are not getting absorption here, if you then definitely you will be getting absorption there. There is no other choice. Just like either you serve Krishna or you serve Maya. You will be not in between. We cannot say that I won't serve Maya, I won't serve Krishna. I will be neutral. No, it cannot be. Just like when you have a ball in your hand, you throw it in the air. Either it should go up by your force or it should come down. It cannot remain in the air. You understand? Like if in any object you either you throw in the air, by your force it will go up, and after some time it is coming down. Correct? Because attraction of gravity. Similarly, our mind and our activity, our body, senses, either it should serve Krishna or it should serve Maya. Then it is our choice to say yes to Krishna, to say no to Maya, or to say yes to Maya, to say no to Krishna. It is our choice. Whether you want to absorb in Krishna's pastimes or whether you want to absorb in the Maya's activity. So the disadvantage of absorbs in Maya's activities, there you don't feel satisfied. There you don't feel happiness. There you don't feel nourishment. But whereas here you feel so much happiness, at least satisfaction, may not be ecstasy in the sadhaka stage. We, in the beginning we may see that we hear the pastime again, we may not feel the same ecstasy as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or same ecstasy narrating as Sukadeva Goswami. But this is the same pastime they are getting nourished, but why we are not getting nourished? Because we are in the process of cleaning our heart. Chetodarpanam arjanam bhavamahadavatmi nirvapanam. So we are in the process. Just like Srila Prabhupada gives us so much emphasis on chanting and hearing. One may feel that chanting and hearing, it is so dry and so um, not pleasing to the mind, but it is only remedy. Like say, Srila Prabhupada gives, if a person is get a joint this disease, what is his remedy? What is his medicine? To say sugarcane juice. Even though sugarcane juice in the when he takes, it is so bitter. He cannot nourish the taste. He cannot have the taste. But still, it is the only medicine to get cure of jaundice. So similarly, we may not feel the satisfied, we may not feel the ecstasy, we may not have the same symptoms as Sukadeva Goswami or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or other pure devotees of the Lord. But that is the only remedy here. That is only medicine for hearing again and again and again. So it is said that our ears are given to hear the Lord's pastimes. Our eyes are given to see the Lord's form, and our mouth are given to glorify the Lord. Our tongue is given, glorify the Lord. All the words which are created, that is, are those are meant to glorify the Lord, not for any other purpose. So here we see that Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur comments further. He repeated because of absorption in the topic. The order as he follows. he burned the Khandava forest, got Arjuna the Gandiva bow, and obtained Kalini while hurting. While staying in Hastinapura for 4 months of monsoon, Krishna returned to Dwaraka, married Kalini, Bhadra, and other queens, killed Naraka, and other performed others' deeds. Then he was invited to Rajasuya sacrifice. So this is the activity done by Lord Krishna. There Arjuna got two benefit. One is he got chariot from the fire god and Gandhi Bow. This is how we get information where that Arjuna got Gandhi Bow. So this is what we get information from. And Jiva Goswami comments on this. Yudhishthira did not expect any payment for this. Instead of Krita, sometimes he is seen desiring to others pleasing action. For the king, Krishna stayed several months with Arjuna and troops, including Shayataki. He went riding on his chariot. So, desiring to please his actions to others, Lord Krishna stayed for several months and he did other activities. He married Kalini and other queens, and he killed the Narakasura, and he performed other deeds. So Sanatana Goswami comments here: Krishna stayed a long time to assist more than he had done previously. His assistance is described first. He had assembled house built, assembly house built. He stayed to do others pleasing works. Desiring to do others pleasing action for the king, Krishna stayed for several months with Arjuna and troops, including Satyaki, and he went ride on his chariot in this way, pleasing Krishna. So, in this way, Krishna stayed and pleasing others, whatever his action is done, pleasing others, especially his pure devotees. So one may do action which may not pleasing to others. Often we see in this material world, if somebody performs actions or any activity, it may or it may not pleasing to others. If it pleases 99.9% of the population, one person would be there that he will not pleased. We see in the history many great people like Mahatma Gandhi and others. They have done very activities. Some of them are pleased and some of them are not pleased. Why? Because the most pleasing activity for all humanity to give Krishna Katha or scriptures of Krishna and give the holy name. That is only most pleasing activity for entire humanity. We may not do physically pleasing activity for everybody, but by our preaching movement, Srila Prabhupada has given these books and holy name and Krishna Katha and all the other tools of bhakti. So that will please human society. So one should not see the pleasing human society for physical needs. Physical needs are always taken care, even though you don't have to mention them. But the main care is to give spiritual care, not physical care. So physical care is automatically maintained by each and individuals. So if one may not come to you, what should I eat today? What should I drink today? How should I dress today? Nobody comes and asks you. But one may comes to you for the spiritual care. So spiritual care is the most important thing that Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this mission of Krishna consciousness spreading. Nagarade grama sarvatra prachara hoy mora naam. Prithvi ache na. So in this whole world, there is only one scarcity of spiritual needs. So, spiritual needs are most essential. One time, what happened? Srila Prabhupada was giving a class, and in that class, few disciples were not present. And Srila Prabhupada asked, where are the other members, other devotees? Srila Prabhupada was very upset with that, and he was asking the other devotees. And the devotees told some of the disciples they were doing that particular activity. And Srila Prabhupada was told that, we may engaged doing that activity, that we may hire some people and do make the activity done by others. But devotees, we should come and hear Krishna Katha every day. That is the most important activity. So spiritual care, that is, the human society is looking for spiritual care or Krishna Katha, love of Godhead. So everybody knows how to maintain their body, and everybody knows how to maintain their family. But here, Lord's activities are very much pleasing work. It is not given to this task by Yudhishthir Maharaj or any other people, but Krishna's activities are pleasing works. So here we see that Krishna is pleased by the um, Yudhishthir Maharaj hospitality, and obviously is a pure devotee of the Lord. And Lord Yudhishthir Maharaj got opportunity to serve Krishna for several months. During his stay, he did so many pleasing activity, and with that, not only Yudhishthir Maharaj got benefit, entire humanity got benefit. So we see that what is pleasing activity for entire humanity to give Krishna Katha. Okay, we just stop here. Let's see any discussions.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for class, Prabhuji. Um, um, seems like, okay, if like when you were saying how um, we focus on spiritual care is primary
Mhm.
goal. Um, is there anything that you could say about the what to what level or what degree do we focus on the physical? Like to what degree? Because when people come into the movement now, there used to be a time when in the beginning where they would have so much prasadam,
Mm.
so much gallons of
Mhm.
sweet rice and gulab jamins for days, and for as far as the eye can see, and so
Mm.
many things. And devotees would come. I mean, people would come and they say, "Hey, we'll give you dhoti, we'll give you everything. You don't have to go. We take care of everything." So, do you have? Is there anything that you personally see as far as the way it is now, as opposed to where it used to be in the beginning? Is that's
Yeah, yeah. According to the time, place, circumstances changing, you know, like as you say, the people were more open to the spiritual life at that time, and they were more open to practice anything, and they were sincere, and at the same time, they have an opportunity to uh, get into the process, and they take the advantage of it. But over the time, and we see that people mindsets are changing. They have a more broader perspective of spiritual understanding. Now, due to the social media and everything, they see you just open, just type Google spiritual life. You get so many options there, and there you get so many things to do. That's why in that, if you go in that process, like we see, the only sincere seekers can get into Krishna consciousness, and with opportunity open for all. Like the like we say that Sunday feast or Harinam, we go Harinam, opportunity to open for all. They can join in, participate. That is open. We are giving. Still, it is open. But the process is that, like, as gradually as you spend more time in Krishna consciousness, you have to follow the rules and regulations. As laid on the scriptures. It's like see, if you want to uh, become a doctor or a lawyer or a governor or a president, you can become. You can become, right? But there is a qualification. Like if you want to become musician, what is the qualification? You got to take lessons and practice, and spend time, and take more lessons, spend more time, then you become a musician. And it's not restricting from anybody. Anybody can take. It's not only music only for this category of people or this caste of people. Similarly, spiritual life is open for everybody. But the thing is that how sincere you are and how open minded you are to accept the guidance and accept the rules, and that. And here we see that whoever comes to temple, we have prasadam. That is also spiritual care. We have prasadam here, charanamrit and sweet. By taking just one sweet, once in a month we come, or once in a week, or once in a year, that taste will sit in your mind. That will taste, grabs your consciousness. That will trigger you to come for next time. You know, that's why Srila Prabhupada, in his when he started, whenever somebody gets so much uh, uh, worried and so much disgusted and so much fried out, or so much rules and regulations, they walk away from the door. From the door, Srila Prabhupada used to give bullets, escon bullets, gulab jamuns there. They eat the gulab jamun and they come back again. you know that is the catchy thing is, giving prasadam is also spiritual care. That prasadam, it's not an ordinary food. Just like we go to the restaurants, hotels, we eat there. People sometimes eat there, and eating there in the restaurant, hotels, or coffee, somewhere outside, and eating here are the same. No, eating outside in restaurant is different. There you pay and eat, and you take the karma of that person. Here you don't have to pay, but just eat prasadam, honor prasadam. Your consciousness is changed. That's how so many people in the moment. Everybody get attracted first, hooked up with prasadam. You see, they take they. You can just ask. So number of devotees they joined. They take up the movement because of prasadam. So that is spiritual care. You know, when you take prasadam, like how it is prepared and how it is offered, those are all things counts. It is prepared in this way without using onion, garlic, and without using other things, and it is first offered, then it becomes prasadam, then it becomes sanctified food, then person who honors it, then only his consciousness changed. Otherwise, what is the big deal? You make something and you eat, there's nothing. but you offer to the Lord, then that will change your consciousness. So, in coming back to your question, so spiritual life is open for all, provided you follow the guides, provided you follow the rules and regulations. You can like we say, we open for the everybody to join, but at the same time, you got to have follow some guidelines. It is free, but at the same time, if you follow the guidelines, people go to hotels, restaurants, and they go to the some recreation places. They pay there. Even though they pay, they have to follow the rules and regulations there. Just like if people go to the cinemas, movies, you buy a ticket and you can't sit however you like it. You have got a particular seat number, you got to sit in that, and you can't put legs on others person head and you can't lie down. And in that there is another thing, you have paid a ticket and you got to sit from this time to this time, like morning 10 to 1, whatever movie shows time, like 1 to 4, whatever timings. See, there you got to follow the guidelines there. You cannot take anything in the movies, you cannot take your luggage, you cannot take anything in the cinema hall. See, you see this comparison, you pay and you follow the so many rules and regulations. For what? Enjoying that movie, correct? To enjoy that movie, you need to follow the guidelines. You got to, um, if show time is 10 o'clock, you got to stand in 9:30, 9 o'clock line. Why you can't go anytime? Like if the show is 10 o'clock, why you can you go at 11 o'clock? I ask to person to start from the first. No, you can't do that. There are so many rules there. Shows time is 10 o'clock, you got to go at 9 o'clock and be in the line and take the ticket and go to the inside and sit in your seat number. You cannot sit anywhere you want it. You cannot do anything what you like it. See, to enjoy one particular movie, you are following so many things. To nourish the spiritual life, how many rules and regulations you need to follow? Correct? It is simple and it is sublime and it is blissful. But the problem is that it is very difficult to be simple. We have here morning program, Mangalarti, and chanting, attending Bhagavatam class. It is so simple, and it is healthy also. Like a man who wakes up early, early, he's healthy and he gets spiritual nourishment. And this is all free. Anybody can open come Mangalarti. We don't ask them to pay ticket. To that this nourishment, this happiness, it is not equal to any mundane happiness in this world. The movie runs for 2 to 3 hours. After watching a movie, you ask yourself, am I happy, am I satisfied? It is just like it is your what you are doing, it you are transcending yourself from the regular routine life, going to the movie, transcending yourself that actions which on the screen you see, and you want to be happy or you want to be satisfied. But after 2 3 hours you are the same person again. But here you see the Mangalarti morning program, you are transcending here also. But this happiness is eternal, blissful. That's the thing. So I hope this answers your question. Yeah, thank you so much. So we'll stop here. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande.